this too, if I have the money. Okay. Okay, let's go now.
With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new programs?
And those jerseys are a little bit.
Substitution on the court. Oubre's checked in for Charlotte. Bodyguards checked in for the Pelicans. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's the bodyguard in at the center. Hayward against Ingram. Fades away. Ingram with the steal. And a wide open look for McCollum. The three-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Rozier kicks to Washington. Williamson against Hayward. Busts the chain with a cagey pass fake.
I think you got to push Hayward farther away from the hoop. Once he's this close, he's going to score.
Good to me.
To the inside. The bodyguard.
Yes.
Jones jamming that one home.
Hoorah.
And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
New Orleans in the lead. Outside, Jones. Williamson looking it over. Here's Ingram. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will come the other way, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team.
And it wasn't a matchup they fared well in last year, as they just couldn't figure this team out.
0-2 for them in this matchup last year. Both teams fighting every second of the way, trying to push into the playoffs in their respective conferences.
They get it back.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Oubre outside. Over Jones. Misses off the right iron. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
The bodyguard passes to Ingram. Rocket 6. Over Plumlee. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success in that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from.
Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, they couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year, things will be different.
Outside, Jones over Hayward, and that one goes long. Hornets shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Oubre passes to Plumlee. Over Ingram. Plumlee, no luck. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ingram against Oubre. The pass to McCollum. In the corner, it's Ingram. Shoots over Oubre. And the Pelicans miss again.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Passes to Hayward. Here's Rozier. Oubre, right side. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. And it's Dennis Smith in for Gordon Hayward. Jones against Rozier. Pass to Richards. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. That puts them in the lead. And the Hornets lead by 1.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Murphy. Right wing. Here's Alvarado. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Nance, no good. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight,
Yeah,
but not sure on that position.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Well, the Hornets shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And the pass to Oubre. McDaniels with the ball. Covered by Nance. To the paint. Here's Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, and Smith's not afraid of contact. In fact, he embraces it when he's going up to shoot.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
Marshall, he's checked in for Herbert Jones.
2 minutes.
Passes it to Murphy. Over Rozier. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Hands it from downtown.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Pass to Marshall. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the bodyguard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Defender all over.
Get in there.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core. And with the 8th pick, and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young wing defenders. They're building a team to contend.
Rozier up top. Over Marshall. It's deflected.
Fuck yeah, man.
Here's Alvarado. .29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shoots it up. And again, no good by New Orleans.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Oubre bounce pass. Marshall with the steal. To the middle. Here's the bodyguard. And no good.
How?
This time. And a closely contested,
It makes no
Bryant
sense.
first quarter.
It's fucking Terry Rozier. I'm under the basket.
17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Washington out there with Jalen McDaniels. Then it's Ball, then it's Smith, and it's Richards, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. New Orleans in the lead. And here's McCollum. 9-point game his last outing, and Hayes throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Now McDaniels. Here's Smith. And McCollum with the block. Washington passes to Smith. Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the bodyguard.
Jonas substitution on the court.
Now here is Murphy. Inside. Nance. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Oubre passes the ball. A three-pointer off the mark.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Jones against Ball. Here's Alvarado. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock is at 3. It's Murphy outside. A rebound by Washington. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Oubre. He kicks to Plumlee. There's the pass to Ball. They get a hand on it. Murphy against Oubre. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Washington kicks to Rozier. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Nance. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Murphy. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you could just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Murphy. Drives to the hoop.
Come on now.
Passes it to Alvarado. Down low. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Ball finds Oubre. 1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. To the inside, Plumlee. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Plumlee's got 6 points.
Rozier is certainly a true combo guard in my mind. He's actually gotten better as a playmaker.
Pass to Alvarado. Here's the bodyguard. He's guarded by Plumlee. The bodyguard passes to Nance. Count that one. Nance has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll, great athleticism, tough to defend.
50 seconds left here in the second. Rozier the pass to Ball. Off target from outside.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
To the middle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
At the line.
They're now upwards of 80% from the line, a step up from their foul shooting in the first quarter.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Brooklyn. On the wing, Rozier. Defended by Jones. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been stopped, and it works.
Charlotte shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Ball hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the paint. And that one's good. The bodyguard. The bodyguard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they've repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here, Hornets, 44. The Pelicans, 57.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that
Substitution
Changes
on
here
the
for the
court.
Hornets. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Ball. Here's Rozier. He has 7, setting the floor now for the Pelicans. He's out there with the bodyguard. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Alvarado in at point guard. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Ball. Checking in for the Pelicans. Larry Nance Jr.
McDaniels with the ball. 5 to shoot. The 9-foot shot. Richards passes to Washington. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Really good control that time by Washington. Embraced the physical contact and then worked his way through it.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pelicans.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, where they just jump in.
For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch. LaMelo Ball, man, he can do just about everything. The Hornets, a lot of fun to watch for sure.
Outside Murphy. The Hornets pull it in. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Rozier. He's tightly guarded. And here's Oubre. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home. And you look at the way he can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram, especially how he can rise up over defenders with that shot, makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Pelicans leading by 16 with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season and should be fuel and motivation for them.
Now, here's Rozier. Defense is right there. Tipped away. Here's Alvarado. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's the bodyguard missing. Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Ball's checked in for McDaniels. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Pelicans leading by 15. Alvarado passes to Murphy. Here's the bodyguard. 11 points in the game. Now Murphy. 4 on the clock. From deep. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 7th rebound here tonight. Charlotte no good that time either. New Orleans has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Charge to Charlotte.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Number 20.
Both free throws good
In
from
there.
Bodyguard.
Get that.
Hornets trail by 17. Ball finds Oubre. Back to Ball. Pass to Rozier. Here's Richards. Oubre outside. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's the Bodyguard. And that one hits back iron.
God.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
With the assist.
The pass to Alvarado. Passes it to the Bodyguard. And here's Murphy. Takes the 3. And they recover. Nance passes to the Bodyguard. Here's Alvarado. Here's the Bodyguard. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Rozier finds Ball. Now Oubre. Back to Ball. Pass to Rozier. Here's Richards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Nance.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Nick Richards.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's the Bodyguard. He's covered by Ball. Alvarado. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 18.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding a big 18-point lead to close.
The Pelicans. 83.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Me?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right
Tasty.
there, boy.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Hayward, then it's Plumlee, and it's Richards in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Ball with it, Jones covering. Oubre, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Pelicans. It's an 18-point lead. Here's Jones. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And Ball really confident even amongst the big fellas inside, which is why he's able to draw these fouls.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. New Orleans leading by 18. McCollum kicks to Murphy. Back to McCollum. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Oubre up top. Pass to Richards. Oubre outside. Lets it go from deep. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the way C.J. McCollum Gray can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. Oubre finds ball. Over Jones. And he overshot that one, missing. Pelicans leading by 20. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's the bodyguard. He's covered by Washington. Jones, that's for 2. And the Pelicans miss again. The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To the paint, here's Ball. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Jones, the pass to the bodyguard. Kicks it to Williamson. The shot misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, for New Orleans, shooting here about 46% for the game. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
To me, this is why you bring in Hayward, the versatility, especially at the offensive end.
Back to McCollum. And Williamson.
Oh, my God.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up Greg with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
Oubre against Jones. Back to Plumlee. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
McCollum kicks to Jones. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Now here is Murphy. The pass to the bodyguard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot.
Yeah,
but
come
he's got
on.
a chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes the first.
For the Pelicans, number 23. Going to the line, shooting 2.
So after making the first, he
Oh,
goes
did I get
1
my
for
own
2.
rebound? Oh.
And even with the ratings going strong,
No.
the younger generations often
What an
shortcut.
opportunity.
How does the
that I
NBA
missed.
engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and
What a
when big
missed
moments
opportunity.
happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Clark, the hallmark of Oubre Jr.'s game is instant production. Oh, good.
Substitution on the court.
Get me in
And here
these
are the
last
Pelicans
40
now.
seconds.
They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
Hey, right here.
Graham against Ball. Graham, the pass to the bodyguard. Now here's Graham. He's guarded closely. And that one's good, the bodyguard.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Graham with the ball. Here's the bodyguard. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. So we see the Pelicans take.
You want another game?
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which
Do
their
you
team
want
was
another
dismantled.
You
game?
know what? Shocking. I don't
Let me
care
know.
what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and
take a
just
break.
cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg
What
Anthony,
say
and Clark
you?
Kellogg, this is Kevin
viewer.
Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
What up, Ash? Press?
No.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like a phone to me. Y'all got that MP29? That Nokia joint?
No, I think it stands for mostly pathetic.
No.
Major poser. Missed the point.
Mister, I got a double-double in
You know,
my
that's real
fucking
classy.
first game,
Why
second
would he even
game.
mention me?
Is he Shep?
Okay. Which one should I pick? Put it in the live chat. It'll pop up on the screen. Got 30 seconds. Boom. 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 Which one should I pick? I think my default is to do this one. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. Playmaking. Do break starter. How do I only have that much? Okay, that's this one. I'll play one more, but I'm gonna start a new live.